Awkword, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you. I got a quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
Did the white rapper come from me calling myself that as a joke on Twitter, or is it just because I'm a white rapper?
Uh, on Twitter.
Okay, got you. Okay.
So are you still a white rapper?
Yeah, still white, still a rapper.
Why do you call yourself a white rapper? Because I watching some of your videos, you say you're a Jew.
Yeah.
Why are you called not a Jew rapper?
Because it's kind of a sly comeback or something in response to people who in the midst of attacking me for their own selfish and unhelpful reasons use that among many other insults and whatever. So like, it's basically just saying, yeah, sure, I'm a white rapper. It's like similar to saying in response to them, I'm a real life activist, as opposed to someone who does a lot of tweeting and that's about it.
And so when I look at you, I don't see Jewish. I see a white guy. So are your parents both Jewish or one white and one Jewish?
I'm 100% Jewish, and I am 1/4 Palestinian.
Oh, okay. And so you're also an abolitionist. Abolitionist.
There you go.
What
yeah.
is an abolitionist? What does that mean to you? What is it that you want to abolish?
So two different questions. What I want to abolish is mass criminalization and carceral punishment in the United States and ideally worldwide, but I can only focus so far. The answer to the first question is more a mindset and a way of living. As my friend Dylan Rodriguez said, it's not a trademark, and it's not a conclusion. It is something that will continue throughout history as we continue to strive toward a fully abolitionist society. But an abolitionist as a human being is someone who believes in transformative justice instead of punitive so-called justice. Someone who believes in community, mutual aid, and someone who believes that the best way to address what people call crime is to address the underlying issues that cause crime and abolish any system, whether it's policing, prisons, alternatives to incarceration, probation, surveillance, anything that is instrumental in targeting and criminalizing and targeting and disappearing certain communities.
And so are you wanting to abolish this for all people or just a certain group of people?
No, everybody.
Even white people?
Even white people.
Okay. And when you say you're an anti-fascist, what does that mean? See, I'm black and slow, so I need to break it down. Because all these words make my stomach hurt, to be honest.
I hear you. Oh,
so
my
what
God,
is anti-fascist?
All right. And just for your audience and for you, I'll say that another thing, that's my cat, by the way.
Oh, man. Hey, cat.
In the same way that people, attack me, for instance, for choosing to personally not rely on an acronym like ACAB, which stands for all cops are bastards. Those same people, believe that the way to talk to someone is with, the longest words you can possibly think of, the most theoretical and least real life oriented ways of thinking and speaking. And to your point, that's not what works. We need to speak to each other as human beings. Yeah. Nevertheless, anti-fascism to me involves two major things. One is authoritarianism and repression by our government. And the other part is, hearkening back to World War II, which continues to this day, as it relates to racism, white supremacy, white nationalism, Nazism, anti-Semitism, anti-LGBTQ, anti-immigrant, anti-indigenous. So fascism, to me, incorporates both of those things. It is possible for a government to only be fascist and equally apply its repression. But in the United States, it's not equally applied.
And so, if I'm understanding this right, then you want to get rid of groups like Antifa, Black Lives Matter, and others who are anti-America, anti-good. They're very violent and destructive. You want to get rid of those people or groups like that?
No, the exact opposite.
What does that mean?
Well, 93% of the protests in 2020 were peaceful. And there's ample evidence of the fact that there were infiltrators from the far right who created the violence that was there, along with the cops who responded with tear gas and bullets and kidnappings to people throwing water bottles. So the idea that Black Lives Matter, which, by the way, is a concept and an idea in addition to a national organization, two separate things.
But you have to admit that they were very violent and destructive because they burned down the country, they killed, they robbed.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
You live in America?
You're very misinformed.
Oh, so I didn't really see what I saw?
You saw what propagandists and other propagandists want you to see. I mean, if you're looking at the videos of someone like Andy Ngo, who intentionally removes anything that would actually show the truth and only shows, for instance, a so-called Antifa response, that's not real.
Amazing. So if Antifa, and I don't know how much you know about Antifa, I don't know a lot about it, I just see the violence and destruction they cause. If they are sincere and honest in what they're doing, why do they hide their faces?
The same reason Nazis hide theirs. The same reason the Klan has worn hoods for generations.
So
what
they're
kind
just
of
like those people?
Question is that?
They're
Dude,
like
that's
those.
A ridiculous question.
What do you mean by that? The same as the Klans and others?
I mean that if you're on the side of the Klan and the Nazis, what makes you think that the opposing side, which is against racism and oppression and inequality and inequity, should not also wear masks? Masks are important because even video is manipulated. There is no reason why you should go to a protest knowing there's photographers on both sides and will use your personal image however they want. It's idiotic to not wear a mask.
So the Klansmen did the right thing by wearing the hood?
Sure.
Okay.
If they want to hide the fact that they're racist, of course it was the right thing.
So it sounds like, and I didn't notice, it sounds like you support Antifa and Black Lives Matter. You support them.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Do you support the quote-unquote white supremacist group who try to protect themselves from Black Lives Matter and Antifa? Do you support them?
That didn't happen.
No, I'm asking you, do you support them?
Your friends are the violent ones.
No, you're not answering the question. Do you support them to defend themselves?
Your question is based on something unreal.
No, the question is to learn. I'm trying to learn. I told you I'm black and slow.
Bro, you're not trying. Bro, you're playing a role, and you are absolutely not trying to learn.
No, I am. I really am. So I just want to know, do you support the so-called
The answer is no. I don't support white supremacists.
Why not?
And as a black man, neither should you.
Why not? Why don't you support them? You support everybody else defending them.
This interview is over. This interview's over.
What does that mean?
Celebrities don't cut carbs.
That ain't how you lose weight.
I don't do that. None of my clients do that. Nobody.
He ran. Is that real? Come back. Come back. Don't go. I'm surprised he ran. Awkward. A-W-K-W-R-D. Awkward. Ran. I'm really trying to break it down because a lot of this stuff I don't understand, folks, to be honest. If you see Awkward walking down the road in New York, ask him why did he run from the fallen state. Jesse Lee Peterson show. I have